So we actually read a fascinating story in this week's Torah portion. It's the story of the donkey opening its mouth and speaking. What happened is Balak was an anti-Semite. He hated the Jews. He had a protection arsenal, so to speak, from the nations of Sichon and Og. They were giants. They were powerful countries. And when when Moses took the Jews and he killed these Sichon and Og, Balak became deathly afraid, terrified. And then he went to research his enemy. And he found out his enemy, the Jews, their power is in the mouth. Prayer, God. So he went to look, where can I counter that? And he found a prophet by the name of Bilam. Bilam was actually a greater prophet than even Moses. Lokam ben Avi od ke Israel, amongst the Jewish people, there wasn't a prophet like Moses, but amongst the non-Jews, Bilam. So he sent messengers to Bilam, and he asked Bilam, please come over and curse the Jews. And Bilam asked God, and God said no. So he said to the messengers, well, it's not important enough for me. So Balak went and sent more important messages, and he promised him gold and silver. And Bilam, who also hated the Jews, the passion, he eventually just decided to go. And God said, whatever way you want, Anyways, on the way, Bilam was riding his donkey. And there was an angel which appeared to the donkey. And a human being cannot see what an animal can see. Sometimes a dog is barking, and you see, what is there? There's nothing there. Could be an angel. Animals are given the power, the capacity, the ability to see. If a human being would see what animals see, it would go crazy. So the animal, the donkey, saw an angel standing in its path. So it kind of just stopped, and Bilam hit the donkey. And this happened 3 times, that he went into another alleyway, and the donkey saw the angel and stopped, and Bilam hit the donkey. And then the 3rd time, Bilam hit the donkey, and after the 3rd time, God opened the mouth of the donkey, a tremendous miracle. Donkey opened its mouth, and it says to Bilam, why did you hit me 3 times? I am your donkey that you rode on from my birth, basically. And Bilam, shocked, he says to the donkey, because why did you stop? And just then, the angel appears in front of the eyes of Bilam. He's able to see the angel. And then he realizes how wrong he was to hit the donkey. And eventually God says, okay, whatever way you want to go, but you'll have to speak what I say. And the question is, God does not perform miracles in vain. You look around you, and there's miracles after miracles after miracles. But let's look at the famous miracles. Miracle of the Red Sea, splitting. That wasn't in vain. That was for a reason, for a purpose. And the reason was so that the Jewish people could cross over and the Egyptians should drown. The plague of the 10 plagues in Egypt, the blood, the frogs, the lice, plague of the firstborn, all was to crush Pharaoh, to show him that there's a God in the world. So a miracle has to be done for a reason. What was the reason that God made a miracle by opening the mouth of Bilam? It makes no sense. Not only that, we are taught that there's a couple of things that were, the world, so to speak, was not complete. The world was created in 6 days, as we know in the 6 days of creation. And in those 6 days of creation, day number 6, right before the very end, God created a couple of things, amongst them, the mouth of Bilam's donkey. That means 2,400 years before the donkey opened its mouth, God already put in the creation of the world the mouth of the donkey, so that when the time comes, it will be able to open its mouth and speak. And the question is, why is this so important? Why is this so imperative? What is so crucial about the donkey speaking? And if the donkey would not have spoken, if Bilam would only open his eyes and see the angel in front of him, what would be the big deal if the donkey wouldn't speak? And it's here that we learn a tremendous, tremendous lesson. Huge lesson. The lesson is, the reason why God wanted to open the mouth of Bilam was in order to shock him. Imagine the dog that you love so much, the dog that's in your house, suddenly speaks. It's like a wow factor. It's like a shocking factor. God did not want to give up on Bilam. He did not want him to sin, to destroy his life, to destroy his world. And so God made this unbelievable miracle to shock him. Hey, Bilam, look what's going on. Even your donkey is speaking. Because Bilam was a sorcerer. He was a prophet. It would be very hard to shock him. But God wanted the animal, the donkey, to speak and say, hey, the reason why I did this, shock him. Bilam, hey, get back to reality. The reality is God. Don't deny your God. Don't go against him. I know your hatred for the Jews is so intense. You're so passionate, but don't let that blind you. Sometimes anti-Semites, they hate the Jews so much that they are completely not rational, irrational. Completely irrational. Doesn't make sense what they say. Can you imagine? There are protesters in America siding with Hamas. It's like Hamas is the one who wants to kill everybody. No equal rights for anybody. The same protests were protesting equal rights for everybody. Hamas is not pro-equal rights. They kill anybody who doesn't agree with their ideology. But it doesn't make sense because their blind hatred for the Jews completely blinds them. They have no idea how to think rationally. And so God teaches us, never give up on another person. Never. Even if the person is Bilam, even if the person is an anti-Semite, even if the person is an irrational anti-Semite, is a protester, never give up. Try your best to show him the right way. Because today is a protester, but tomorrow maybe he'll join your side. This is a tremendous, tremendous lesson for us. In the 1990s, Alan Dershowitz sent a scathing letter to the Lubavitcher Rebbe. And in it he writes that Chabad, maybe in Washington, I don't remember where, was like honoring Jesse Helms. Jesse Helms, says Alan Dershowitz, didn't believe in anything that he believed in. And he was vehemently opposed to Israel as well. And how could it be that Chabad is honoring this person, is even talking to this person? How could it be? And the Rebbe sent him a very polite letter back. And the content of the letter was that today, maybe Jesse Helm is against what you stand for. But tomorrow, who knows? And Alan Dershowitz writes, there were many things that I never agreed with Jesse Helms, even many years later. But about Israel, he became one of Israel's greatest allies, protecting Israel at every turn. The Rebbe believed in it. The Rebbe believed. There's no such a thing as a person that we give up on. It doesn't matter how bad they are, because human beings innately are good, are kind. It's just that sometimes their hatred, their blind hatred blinds them. They cannot think or see rationally. But we can knock sense into them. I met a wounded soldier last week. His name is Eden. Eden was in a D9 Caterpillar when a missile was shot straight at him. And he was injured horribly, very, very badly. His insides were like all over the place. But he also lost his hand and his elbow, like an arm and an elbow. And he said to me, such a powerful line. He said, my message for Jews is the following. I gave up my hand for Israel. I gave up my hand for the nation of Israel. I gave my hand to protect Israel. So I want you to give your hand and help another Jew. Ahavat Israel, loving a fellow Jew, is at the core of everything we do. No matter who it is, no matter where they are, no matter how badly they have wronged you, we must embrace each other. Our greatest weapon is the love we have for each other. Barucheinu Avinu, we say, God bless us, because kulanu ke'echad, we are all one. One nation, one people, one heart, and therefore bless us. God teaches us in this week's parsha, never give up on another person. It doesn't matter how bad they are. It doesn't matter how bad they have sinned. Yes, never condone their sins. That's for sure not. But never give up on them. And God performed a miracle that The donkey's mouth spoke, and this was so important that even in the creation of the world, it was already created, because God wanted this opportunity to have Bilam change his ways. Unfortunately, he didn't listen. He didn't listen. But never give up.